Today we have a 2006 Honda CR-V. We'll be replacing the right passenger side fan, also known as a condenser fan. So first thing we'll do is remove all these little plastic clips here to get this part out the way so that we can fully expose the fan from up top. So now with that cover removed, we'll go ahead and unplug this and sling this part wire to the side. We're also going to have to remove this number 10 here to get the expansion tank out the way, pull the hose off of it as well. But before we can remove it completely, we're going to have to go at the bottom and remove anything else obstructing this fan from sliding out. So before we pull this fan out, be sure to get these wires off the bottom here. There's one here that'd be pretty much attached right here, clipped in right here, as well as this hose for the expansion tank. Go ahead and pull it out of this little notch here. So pretty much just getting all the wires that would obstruct it out of the way. So now let's get back up top and remove it. All right, so now we're gonna just pull this hose out the way so we have clearance to pull it. And we're also gonna remove a total of 5 10mm bolts. The one bolt holding the expansion tank here, so we can push it to the side a little bit. 2 on top of the fan, as well as 1 here and 1 here, which are the brackets for the radiator, so we can push it back a little bit and give us a little extra clearance to slide this out. So I'm gonna go ahead and start removing all the bolts, and then we'll work on sliding it out. So I removed my 5 10mm bolts, 1 on each end for the radiator bracket, 1 for the expansion tank, and 2 for this fan. So now you can see the fan's free. So all I'm gonna do is slightly push this back and slide the fan outward. So I've removed the 5 bolts, the 2 on the bracket for the radiator, the 2 on the fan, the 1 on the expansion tank. So I have a little clearance here, but as you can see, pulling it out, you might hit this bracket here. I could try to attempt to slide to the side a little bit to this way to away from that bracket so it doesn't obstruct it. However, just make my life easier. It's only held in by 1 10mm down there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove it and get this out the way so we can easily pull this out. All right, y'all, so we have our fan removed now, as you can see. Just a little FYI, I didn't have to fully remove that bolt right there on the side, just loosen up enough to where we can pretty much just swing it a little bit to the side there to give us a little clearance. So now you can see the space the new fan will go in. So we're just gonna slide it in so that these 2 little studs will match inside of those holes down there. And pretty much all we gotta do now. So we'll just slide that in and tighten the bolts in. All right, also I've slid my new fan in and pretty much tightened my bolts back in place as well. Plugged it in here as well. This is gonna have to move up a little bit to about here and tighten my expansion tank down. Just an FYI, these holes will not line up on the fan unless these 2 little plastic studs are completely in those holes at the bottom. So now that we have those in, I'm gonna go ahead and tighten that bracket back down and tighten my 2 brackets for the radiator back onto the frame here. Once we do that, we're pretty much almost done. All right, y'all, so I have everything tightened back down in place. Also, don't forget the bottom, the clip that clips like this in the bottom, as well as the hose, pretty much the same setup as right here, down there. So now we have all this tightened up. We'll put the cover back on here. Also forgot to mention that on the cover, all the clips, there's also a number 10 here for the battery that you'll have to remove in order to slide in and out. So all I gotta do is put that cover back on and we're done. So thanks for watching, y'all. Please like and subscribe. More videos to come.